Good evening. We begin tonight with Growing Idaho. The Meridian City Council heard from community members tonight about some proposed changes to its new comprehensive plan.
Among the proposals in the plan is an idea for the future rezoning of some residential areas. Many residents from some of those neighborhoods were at City Hall tonight to voice their opinions on the future of Meridian.
Our Misty Inglett was there. She joins us live outside City Hall, where testimony apparently is still happening. And Misty, what went on there tonight in one of the West's fastest growing cities?
Yeah, so as you can see, we're inside here because testimony is still going on. We're nearly 4 hours in and they are still hearing from the public here tonight. Now, one of those neighborhoods that you mentioned is the Locust View Heights subdivision. They actually sit outside of city limits. However, many of its residents are here testifying tonight over some concerns that they have about what the future of their neighborhood would look like. The city, on the other hand, says that tonight is not about official codes, it's about looking ahead.
Yeah, the city's experienced exponential growth the past decade, past 15 years really.
According to Meridian's comprehensive plan, between 2007 and 2017, the city saw a 37% population growth. Studies show the city expects to grow another 52% by 2040. As part of the plan to accommodate that growth, there's a land use map that identifies areas that would likely see major changes in the future. The Locust View Heights subdivision is one of those areas, and the city is considering a change from residential to multi-use. However, the city says it's not actually making a zone change, rather it sets a foundation for what it could be in future development.
Nobody's being annexed or zoned with this project. It sets forth the vision for when and if they're ever ready to come into the city, what zoning may be appropriate at that time they request to come in and develop their properties. We need to plan for that though as a city with infrastructure, so roads and utilities, to make sure that we can support that into the future.
However, dozens of residents who live in the Locust Grove neighborhood have concerns and have written multiple letters and emails like these to the city, county, even state leaders asking for help.
It would change the neighborhood. I mean, we would not have a neighborhood anymore.
The neighborhood could become commercial or even industrial, and a connecting road could be made right through the subdivision.
Well, it would drop our property value in half.
The neighborhood also has many people like Barbara who are on a fixed income. She's been there 47 years and worries major development could price people out.
I don't know where I would go to find affordable housing.
Overall, residents feel it's unnecessary to take away from current residents to accommodate those moving in.
It's kind of Russian roulette for us, and it's a land grab, and it's not been above board.
Now, because testimony is going so late, the council is not expected to make a decision tonight on whether or not to adopt the comprehensive plan. But again, to be clear on this, even if the council does decide to adopt that plan, they wouldn't be able to rezone Locust Heights because it's outside of city limits, so it would have to be annexed in first. All they're talking about with this comprehensive plan, if they adopt it, is that some of these areas they're talking about the rezoning is it's just a designation or more of a guide, if you will, of what they expect these areas to look like, what they expect the need to be for those in the future. So I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right.
It is Meridian's #1 priority.
Yeah.
Is it not? You're talking about land grab and Russian roulette. There's a lot of folks on edge right now wondering what's the direction of Meridian. Well, stay tuned.
Yeah.